So last time we finished installing the management. Today we're gonna build and set up our BCBR type coilovers that we're converting to Vera bags. I'm gonna measure the front stroke and the rear stroke of each of the damper bodies. I'm gonna mark full compression and then full extension, and then mount up the struts without bags on them. One corner on the front and one corner on the rear. And the reason for doing this is so that I can set our ride height at somewhere in the middle of rebound and compression. Coronavirus. We want the ride height to be in the middle. So after I set the ride height, I'll install each individual air spring and hopefully get this thing off the lift.
So Stax is working. I think he's screwing up his front end though. But
Hey,
yeah.
that's how we do everything here.
That's my dad.
So you want to put the bolt facing this way so that if it ever comes undone when you jam on the brakes, it doesn't come out.
Oh,
ever heard of that trick?
Yeah, that's a good point.
No.
I believed it.
This thing's got some
I
big
can't tell
brakes
if that
on
was
it.
a valuable tip or not.
So yeah, I just finished installing the front struts. They're all set up, dialed in at the right ride height. Things should be smooth.
Smooth. That is dope, dude.
Yeah, how fast is that spinning? That's a good bearing. A little bit. Should be fine. Okay.
There is an air spring over here. No
I
fitting.
need to put a fitting back in it.
Are you switching to PTC on these, or are you going with?
I'm just gonna go with the
fittings
1/4 inch
that are
compression. Fitting. The way I'm gonna leak test these is I'm just gonna put them all in, cross my fingers, and hope that they're good to go, and that whatever leaks we have, we're gonna address them down the road. That's what I'm thinking.
He's a simple man.
I don't know what Will's thinking.
That's not what I was thinking, but that would probably save the most time.
Supposedly, there's a leak test kit somewhere in the building, but nobody seems to know where it is, and I'm too lazy to look for it.
Yeah, the alternative
I'm
is
doing
to make
the,
a new one, but making a new one
Uniform
will take time.
This thing's gonna spend most of its life aired out anyway, so.
Avoid topping out, avoid bottoming out. Have it in the sweet spot at ride height.
Always.
Thread up and down accordingly.
Drive in the sweet spot, and then you'll never have to air out or air up.
Oh! Let's do it. I climb inside the car and...
Let's see.
Remember, guys, the rule. Don't mention that a mouse was in here, Taylor. He will immediately refute it and get very feisty. See? Oh, yeah, guy.
Are we looking those things tall enough?
Yep.
Just go all the way till it starts making weird noises, and then you're good. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Love travel on this.
Refreshing.
Is that the last pelly?
I would share it with you if it weren't for the COVID. Oh. Taylor, what kind of wheel is that?
The Rotiform replica.
You son of a...
No, it's a Rotiform LVS. We bought these off of a customer of ours, and they're kind of as is at the moment. I like the tire choice, nice square sidewall, some Pilot Sport 4S's. All the hot boys run these tires.
That is not true. Hot boys are running the Nankangs. I would not.
That's kind of where we want to ride.
So you're trying to get a nice low ride height?
Look at that fitment, dude.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Some good fitment right there. So maybe a toe adjustment away from being fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it's probably towed in.
Yeah,
based
if
on
you guys can
wound.
see what he's talking about here, it's like right there.
We'll ride somewhere like.
Are you gonna lose your? That's the thing about our old jacks here is you never know when they're gonna feed them the dinner.
That's a good compromise right there.
Yeah, I'd say. But is your marking gonna get screwed up now? Did you have only one shot at it?
I went down further and then came back up.
That's why you did that.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I did that on purpose.
I thought he did that by accident. Smarter than he looks, guys.
What are you trying to say?
Maybe I can recover from this
What
one.
to say? No haircut for 6 months? Do I look dumb to you? What?
Do I look dumb to you?
We want to be somewhere up in there, which we landed when we were lower, but I'm just going to thread this out a little bit more and call it good, really. Headphone users, beware. That was not pleasant. right. Okay, where did we land? I think we nailed it. We're kind of like right there. That's what it looks like. So we're in the Gucci zone. Time to take this out and put the spring on it.
Mm-hmm. And remember, we're talking about an air spring. This is bag riders, so you probably saw us do that on the front too. So that makes sense, right? All right, good. So there should be 30 clicks total, I do believe.
14, where'd it go? 20, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
There we go. So you went full soft and then 20 clicks towards firm.
Yep.
Full soft.
Remember that. 20.
20.
20 clicks.
Hang on. Trade with me. It's a two-man job.
Ding. Whoa. You know what I should have done?
Remember, folks, never use one of these floppy knuckles with your impact.
So I'm just going around tightening all the collars, and the next thing for me to do is put some Earl in this thing and get it off the lift and start doing some other stuff off the lift. Today, I will be joined by Will shortly. He's got some meetings and stuff, executive things that I want no part in. I'm gonna be measuring for wheel spacers and ordering those wheel spacers. And then once we get that sorted out, I'm gonna do an alignment on the front and an alignment on the rear. I've never done one on a car this low, so there's probably gonna be some kinks to work out. So I got these spacers here I just found up in storage. If we're getting technical, they're just under 5 mil. To start out, I'm gonna stack the two that I have on one side and then see how the fitment looks. We got quite a bit of space in here. I'd say we could probably go, it's looking like we're gonna be doing somewhere in the ballpark of a 20 mil spacer. So I just slapped another about 14 mil. Looking pretty tight. So I just measured this spacer stack. 4 individual spacers in here. It's not scientific, but you know, good educated guess, more or less. We're gonna move on to the rear, repeat the process. And Will just showed up. We're just keeping a safe social distance. It may look like he's closer than he is, but that's
the lens.
It's about 5.5 feet.
Trick of the light.
Trick of the lens light. So spacers, pretty much have the measurements, so we can go ahead and order those. So wheels are back on, and now it is time to dig out. By dig out, I mean actually dig out. They're buried under the staircase. All of this stuff will maybe move, I don't know where, somewhere. We've got a shipment coming in today of boxes and stuff, so I gotta be considerate of our shipping guys so that they can do what they need to do. Hey, it's not a garage if you don't have a pile of crap that you gotta dig through to get a tool that you don't use very often. Maybe I'm wrong on that, maybe it's just me, but we're pretty low on space in here, as you might be able to tell. On to it. So those are all leveled out. Next thing to do is to lower this car down on here, and
It's gonna be sick.
it's gonna be sick. Woo. Okay. I got good eyes.
Let's see about that guy. Pretty nice.
She's a boat, that's for sure. Make sure your wheel's straight. Hope I don't fall. We've got a power wheel locker.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's easy.
And I can only count on 50% of the tools in here working. So.
That one should work.
No, it doesn't. Look. 4, 3, 6, 3, 4. I guess that makes sense. We're pretty good. Mint. I said we were mint, but now we're mint.
Then you made an adjustment.
Now we're mint. Now in the time it took us to do that, we probably lost air in the right bag.
Yes, we did.
There's none of these things where you can't just go into the store and pop it off.
You could also use the other one we have over here. You just want to use a matching set.
Brutally opening things.
We're doing a red and black theme today.
You ever just do this with a mechanical pencil?
Always.
So we just finished aligning the front. Tire pressures are good in the back. We're gonna work on finding that center point. I was thinking
the barrels.
maybe from here to here.
Okay, yep.
I did math as a kid, so what did I say, 12 and a quarter?
12 and an 8.
12 and an 8.
That's what I'm here for, Taylor. I did math as a kid.
All right, so I jumped the gun. We forgot to adjust camber, which is gonna definitely
in the rear,
which is gonna definitely affect our toe adjustment.
It's okay, Taylor. We blew it. These things happen. So you feel like this side needs more camber or less camber?
More.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Taylor needs to persevere. You know, it may be like 5 something in the afternoon, but we're gonna be all right. All right, if you're still with us, oh my God, I almost just died. We get to put this car on the ground, which is gonna be pretty exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're one step closer to perfection. Taylor's just putting the factory air cleaner back in place, hooking that all up. We'll take our battery charger unit off. We will put some air in our bags, and that will have us in a good position to take this puppy out on the road, which will be the first time doing that since it came home from Oklahoma. So that's a little thrilling. Oh, you're getting rid of it?
Saving my time for later.
Already been done for the future mods. See you later. Cool fresh air intake. We're doing it. Woo, she's like a friggin' NASCAR up in here. You got problems. Oh, today is the day where we argue about camber in the rear and ultimately end up with some sort of on our hands. You want to get a little listen here?
Oh.
Oh.
No.
It is unseated. Yeah.
No, that's more than unseated.
It's the droop.
No. Or the, oh, dude.
Oh. What the f? All right, simple fix.
Yeah,
It's not
simple
an
fix.
airbag.
It's nothing broken. It's just
Top hat failure.
assembly error.
Just sucks
Just
because we were
sucks.
about to go drive the car.
Day 2.
So that happened, as you can see. We missed the docking position. And once we get it down, we're gonna take it for a test drive and see if we actually aligned it correctly, because I came up with a new method that I am kind of confident in, but there's no proof of concept until you drive it. Don't forget to lift with your back.
Yeah, in a swift jerking motion. That's where it belongs, boys.
Trying to give you some help. I'm tippy toes right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just getting that lower mount
Just
nice and tight.
last bolt.
Plenty of life left on these guys.
Not for long.
Not for long.
All right, we got this thing down off the lift. About to fire it up. Wheels are torqued. I'm gonna hop in it and get this thing going. And Will, you want to plug in the management when I?
Yeah, do we want to flip flop the rears?
Yeah, maybe. We might be able to do that in the manifold.
Yeah, we can do it right there.
Purposely put the manifold here for easy access. Yeah, okay, so I just swapped the lines for the rears because they were flip-flopped. Don't know what I was thinking when I installed them.
Just got to air this thing up and do the old test drive, and then we can come back and revisit front passenger leak, because that's important, and we'll see how much more grumpiness Taylor has left in him, or whether or not we can actually you know, get anything else done. And yeah, we'll catch up while we do the test drive. Oh, boys, we're driving remote. Oh, lordy. Dude, the previous owner dumped oil in many cool places. All right, buckle up for safety. What do you say, what's your review of the shifting?
Shifts nicer than it did.
So got the full Taylor transmission service, which was much needed at its age, but surely there'll be kinks to work out with the alignment, camber, the alignment, all that good stuff.
Ride's still pretty nice.
It's also slammed, keep in mind. It's got a great turning radius, honestly. And she's no slouch. Sticky tires, my goodness. Is that a clunk in the back? Could be. You can diagnose that.
Woo-wee. We'll see you next time. Peace out.